Well, I happened to wake up early the other Tuesday morning, so I grabbed the binoculars, headed down to Morfordville to take Captain Cook at the trackwork. Well, anyway, after they packed that up, I'm walking back to the tram stop, and who do you think I run into but little Jimmy Pliers, hands and heels man from way back. Hadn't seen him in donkey's years. He tells me this yarn about this one time he got rubbed out. Well, you see, Bob, the thing was this way. There was me that rode Panoply, the Splendor mare, and Ikey Chambers on the Iron Duke, and Smith, the half-mast rider on Regret, and that long bloke from Wagga, him that rode Veronique, the Snowy River horse. Well, none of them had chances, not a chance among the lot, unless the rest fell dead or wasn't trying, for a blind man's dog could see Enchantress was a certain cop, and the books was laying 6-4. Well, they brought her out to show our lot the road, or so they said. But then, God's truth, you know, you can't believe them. They took an oath on 40 Bibles that they'd tell the truth. But anyhow, an amateur was up on this Enchantress, and so Ike and me, we thought that we might frighten him a bit by asking him if he minded riding rough. Oh, not at all, says he. Oh, not at all. I learnt at Robert Park, and if it comes to bumping, I'm your Moses. Strike me blue, says he. I'll bump you over either rail, the inside rail or the outside, whichever one you choose. It's good enough for me. Which settled Ike, for he was shaky since he near got killed from being sent a buster on the rail, when some chap bumped his horse and fetched him down at Stony Bridge. So Ikey thought it best to leave this bloke alone, and I agreed. And all the books was laying 6-4 against the favourite. And this amateur, well, he was walking this Enchantress up and down, and me and Smithy backed him, for we thought we might as well get something for ourselves, for we knew our horses couldn't win. But Ikey wouldn't back him for a bob, because he said he reckoned he was stiff, and all the books was laying 6-4. Well, anyhow, before the start, the news got round that this here amateur was stiff, and our good stuff was blued, and all the books was in it, and the prices lengthened out, and every book was busting off his throat and laying 5-1 on the favourite. So there we was, we couldn't win ourselves, and this here amateur wouldn't try, and all the books was laying 5-1. So Smithy says to me, you take hold of that there moke of yours, and round the turn come up behind this Enchantress with the whip and let her have it. That lone bloke and me, we'll wait up ahead, and when she comes to us, we'll pass her on and belt her down the straight, and then Ikey will flog her home, because his boss is judge and steward and the Lord knows what, and so we won't be touching. As for us, we'll swear we only hit her by mistake, and all the books was laying 5-1. Well, off we went, and coming to the turn, I saw the amateur was holding back and poking into every hole he could to get her blocked, so I pulled up behind, drew the whip, dropped it on the mare. I let her have it twice, and she shot up ahead of me, and Smithy opened up and let her up beside him on the rails, and kept her there, belting her like smoke until she struggled past him, pulling hard, and came up to Ike. But Ikey drew his whip and hit her on the nose and sent her back, and won the race himself. For after all, it seems he had a fiver on the Duke and never told us, so our stuff was lost. And then they had us up for riding foul and warned us off the tracks for 12 months each to get our living any way we could. But Ikey wasn't touched, because his boss was judge and steward and Lord knows what. But mate, you know, if you can lend me half a crown, I know 3 certain winners at the park, 3 certain cops as no one knows but me. And, oh, thanks, mate. Hey, come and have a beer. I always do like a beer at this time. Well, so long.